Hello, my name is Jeannie Turco-Deleco-Lu. I'm with www.internationalenglisconsultants.com or AIEC, American English and Basic through Istanbul. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about some sentence structures. This is one of my lesson plans for Toefl because it's really important. It seems like when you're doing your sentences, when you're writing or even reading sentences, that you can just use some of these coordinating conjunctions interchangeably, but you can't without it changing the meaning. And a lot of times people don't understand that when you change it, sometimes it changes the meaning. You can have almost the same sentence, but by changing that one word that links the two sentences together, it changes the entire meaning of the word, okay? So the idea here is, for your sentence structures, if you have a simple sentence, all you need is a subject and a verb and a period, okay? That's all you need. When you're doing a simple sentence, you should save the simple sentences for when you want to make a powerful statement in your writing, okay? So for example, tomorrow is a gift. It's a simple sentence, but when you put a sentence like that together, you give someone a pause to make them think about what you've said. So for example, tomorrow is the gift, and then you just put a period, you leave it there. You can actually make it an entire paragraph by itself because you're making the person stop, think, and reflect on what you've said. But when you have two ideas that are close to each other and you want to connect the two ideas, then you use what we call a compound sentence. There's two actual formulas for compound sentences, and I'll teach you both, okay? But what you do is, if you have a simple sentence here and a simple sentence here, it gets boring when somebody's reading it. So you don't want to do simple sentence, simple sentence, simple sentence. Like, I walked, I ran, I went to the store. Boring. Oh my God, it's so boring. So instead, what we do is we have sentence variation. It's one of the things that Toefl looks for to see, first of all, whether or not you know when to use the different types of sentences when you're writing, not just formulas for being able to put the paragraphs together. It goes down even more to that. So, for example, when I finish with you today, I know as simple as this lesson is, you're going to see insights you didn't see before. I promise you will. Okay? So, instead of having two simple sentences, you want to try to link those two sentences together. You can do it one of two ways. The easy way is just to put a semicolon. And then you have your simple sentence. So, he loved her, semicolon. She was beautiful, period. Okay? No need for a coordinating conjunction here because you have your semicolon. All right? Now, when we have a coordinating conjunction is a word that will bring the two sentences together like glue. But you also have to have a comma with a coordinating conjunction. So your actual formula is your subject, verb, comma, coordinating conjunction, subject, verb, period. Okay? Now the coordinating conjunctions you may or may not know, but this is an easy way for you to remember. Cleopatra had fanboys. She had men that would fan her because she was the queen. Okay? So what we do is we remember the coordinating conjunctions by using the memory mechanism fanboy. So F is for, A is for and, N is for nor, but for be, or, yet, and so. Okay? These are your coordinating conjunctions. These are the words that you need to use in your sentences. Now, for can be tricky, and it is very tricky because it's used in two different ways in sentences, okay? So for this way, you have to be sure that you have a subject and a verb after it. So for means really in this case because. If you can use the word because, you can use the word for. However, you have to be careful because for is usually used in this context more like poetry. He loved her for she was beautiful in that case. All right? And is an added benefit. It's plus. Nor is negative, and this one is tricky because this one will change all the rules, and they always test you on this word in Toefl. I think what I'm going to do is I'll give you a separate video on the word nor and how to use it. Okay? We'll go through it here, but then I'll do it again. But it's for contrast. It's saying something positive here on this side of the sentence, but something negative on this side of the sentence, or the other way around. Something negative on this side of the sentence, something positive on this side of the sentence. Or is a choice. Yet is really, yet is a contrast, but it's also judgmental. And a lot of people that are non-natives don't get that. If I say yet in a sentence, bridging two sentences together, I'm letting you know I don't agree with the action that was taken. And I'm letting you know in my way, by using this word, that I don't agree with it. Okay? So this one is a contrast, including judgment. It's a judgmental contrast. Okay? And it's negative, really, because the contrast will be introducing an idea or thought that's negative, or at least implying it. And when you have implied language, they do that on the reading. That's why it's important for you to know this in the Toefl exam. And so is for a result. Okay? So there are formulas. You have two formulas here for your compound sentences. Okay? You have the formula subject-verb, coordinating conjunctions, which means you have to use one of these words, subject-verb, period. Or you can just do the semicolon. If you do the semicolon, you're making a statement, and the statement is finished. It's not really, it's just implying the fact. That's it. It's not implying any other language. But when you use these coordinating conjunctions, the language changes, and therefore the meaning will change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this video here. This is the first video for your sentence variation on compound sentences. But because the second lesson, second part needs so much time, I'm going to make this into the first video, then I'm going to give you the second video to follow so that you understand how the language changes and what happens when we do the different sentences. Okay? So go to the next video. It's going to be compound sentences video 2, and I want you to go ahead and participate in that. See if you can answer the questions, okay? Because when I get through with you, you should be able to do Toefl writing without a problem, and, well, writing without a problem for compound sentences, and you should be able to analyze more effectively in your reading for the Toefl, okay? So take care, and I'll talk to you later. My name is Jeannie Turco-Jalekolu. I'm with www.internationalenglishconsultants.com. We're in Beylik Düzü behind Migros.